Traveling this bending road is always an adventure, and I'm glad we can do it together. It's easier together because no matter where we go in life, two things are for certain. One, you will eventually come to a bend in your road, and two, God will always see you through. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and click the subscribe button so that you know when I upload my next video. In this way, we travel together and we encourage each other along the way. Hi, welcome back to the Bending Road. Glad you could join me this week. You know, we get busy. How about you? Do you get busy? Busy all the time, it just seems. And sometimes we go through our days and we don't stop to notice. Today, I was reminded of that as I was putting together the plans for a funeral coming up and talking with the family about funeral arrangements and the funeral director and all of that. And I remembered all of a sudden, as I was busy, taking care of things that were important, that when I got in the car this morning, I said, Lord, I don't know what you have for me today. I know what's on the calendar. I know what's on the to-do list. But Lord, I don't know what your plan is for this day. So I want to do things your way. I want to stop and see you at work today. I want to, when I go to bed tonight, I want to remember that I had this conversation with you this morning as I was getting in the car and starting my day. And I want to be able to look back over the day and see this is where I stopped and took notice of God. Well, I'll admit, I've been pretty busy. I've worked on my sermon and I've filed some paperwork and I've taken some phone calls and I talked with a few people and I've done this, that, and the other thing. I've been busy all day. It's just one after another, right? And all of a sudden, I just stopped. I finished the last thing I just did, took a breath, and remembered. I haven't looked out the window today. I haven't gotten out of my chair today. I haven't stopped to consider what God is doing in the moment today. I've been really busy. Do your bending roads ever get so busy that you suddenly realize that you haven't stopped to consider that this moment is a gift? That this day is a gift. I will never get these hours back. And again, it's not to say that I didn't do something important today. I did a lot of really important things. Church business will continue. A sermon will be ready for Sunday morning. I've talked to the family. I've talked to the funeral director. I talked to another clergy member who's going to help me out in this funeral. I've talked to one other clergy member who gave me some advice about something. I worked with the treasurer to do get some things taken care of. I've done important work, but now is the time to breathe. Psalm came to mind, Psalm 19. This is from the Common English Bible, and Psalm 19 verses 1 through 6 says, Heaven is declaring God's glory. The sky is proclaiming his handiwork. One day gushes the news to the next, and one night informs another what needs to be known. Of course, there's no speech, no words. Their voices can't be heard, but their sound extends throughout the world. Their words reach the ends of the earth. God has made a tent in heaven for the sun. The sun is like a groom coming out of his honeymoon suite, like a warrior. It thrills at running its course. It rises in one end of the sky. Its circuit is complete at the other end, and nothing escapes its heat. Do we hear it? Do we hear the sound of nature calling to nature, of the heavens proclaiming the glory of God? Do we stop long enough to realize that the one day is telling the next everything it needs to know? Every night is informing the next. This is what's been going on. Hear this. I don't think we often hear those things. I don't think we often see those things. Because I guess I got to speak for me, because I tend to get busy in my stuff during the day, and I get inward focused with my needs, my wants, my checklist of things to do. I hope this is just a reminder for you to right now, take a breath. Look out your window. See the sky. I can't see the sun today. It's very cloudy. It's been very cloudy for quite a while, a week or two. It's going to be cloudy for another week or two. But the sun is still there, right? The sun and the sky and the beauty of the blue is still there. And when it hides from us, when we don't see the sunrise, when we don't see the sunset, when we don't see the blues and wispy clouds, we may forget. But God is still at work. If you're in trouble today, if you're experiencing trouble, know that it's maybe like a cloudy sky, where maybe you can't see the glory of God at work in your life. But God is certainly still at work. Even when we can't see it, you're working. Even when we don't know it, Lord, you're working. Even when we can't feel it, oh God, you are still working. Let us see you today. Let us know you today. Let us sense your presence today. And when we don't stop long enough, God, would you remind us, hey, look up. Look out the window. See my glory. And maybe, Lord, if we meet somebody who's struggling today, let us remember to take an opportunity to say, hey, this bending road can be pretty tough, but the glory of God calls to us, shows himself to us. Let's look for God together. Again, hear that psalm and just breathe as you hear this psalm read. Heaven is declaring God's glory. The sky is proclaiming his handiwork. One day gushes the news to the next, and one night informs another what needs to be known. Of course, there's no speech, no words, their voices can't be heard, but their sound extends throughout the world. Their words reach the ends of the earth. God has made a tent in heaven for the sun. The sun is like a groom coming out of his honeymoon suite like a warrior. It thrills at running its course. It rises in one end of the sky, its circuit is complete in the next, and nothing escapes its heat. Let us also take each day to rise with the dawn and decide today's the day where I am going to express the glory of the Lord, where I am going to show all those who I come in contact with how wonderful God is. May we each day not let the nature around us proclaim God's glory louder than us. It reminds me of Jesus' words to the disciples, if they don't cry out, the very rocks will. Let's not let a rock outshout us. of the glory of God today. Let us not be like one who crawls under a rock and forgets to look. Again, I know that some days the bending road can seem long. It can be weary. It can be hard. Other days it's good, but it's just really, really busy. I don't know what kind of a day you're facing. Maybe it's gray and cloudy. Maybe it's just busy, busy, busy. Whatever kind of day you're facing, don't forget to stop, look out, see God's glory, and proclaim God's glory to someone else. I am so glad you joined me today. I hope you've been encouraged. I hope you have some energy to face your day. And I will see you next week along the bending road. Thank you for watching, and thank you for working together along this journey. Connect with me on social media or on my website at bendingroad.weebly.com. Let me know how I can pray for you as you navigate the bend in your road. I pray that when you see the bend in your road, you will not be afraid, but will take the hand of God and keep walking. You are not alone.